This conference will now be recorded.
Fine. So as part of full stack, full stack as part of the full stack. So we'll discuss now the database, guys. As part of the full stack, we'll discuss now database. In the full stack, there are different components, right? In the full stack, there are different components. All of you observe. In the full stack, we have Python, then Django, then UI, database, and project. These all are part of the full stack. In that one, now I'm going to discuss for a few days about the database, guys. About the database. For a few days, we'll discuss about the database. Okay, right. And at 8 o'clock already, UI is going on. UI is going on. And some people already Python over, some people Python is going on, right, already. Okay, right, guys. After few days, database over, we'll start the Django. We'll start the database over. By the time almost UI also will finish, guys. Okay, once almost these two over, then we can discuss Django, right? That's fine. All of you observe. Let's go with the database. Okay, database. Yes. So first of all, what is a database? What is a database and why it is required? Why it is required? And what are the different types of databases? This is what we'll see now. Okay. Right. Now I'll take one picture. I'll tell you guys. Yes. Now all of you observe. Yes. See here, database is a container or is a storage place, guys. Database is it's like a type of container or a storage place. A storage place where we can save our data. We can save our data. Generally, if I ask you the examples of databases, generally we say that Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server, MongoDB, Postgre. These all we say as a databases. Okay, technically, technology wise, okay, they're the databases, software wise, but the reality, if you see, guys, the very huge database is our brain, guys. Our brain is the very huge database. Our brain, all of you, am I right or wrong? Our brain also one of the database because it also stores a lot of data. It also stores a lot of data, and it is unlimited, guys, right? Unlimited. It is limited. In case of Oracle or in case of any MySQL, or they are after some time they may get the overflow error. Overflow data overflow means once it is full, it displays data overflow error. In case of our brain, there is no error. There is no error. 24 hours, 24/7, every month, right? It keep on stores lot of data, guys. Since our childhood till 8 years, 90 years, 100 years, it stores the data. All of them, right or wrong, guys, right? So our brain also one of the database, guys. One of the database. Next one, if you see in mobile phone, guys, contacts is there. In mobile phone contacts, right? It is also one database where we store our information. Means contacts. Our friends' contacts we stored there, right? We stored there. Let's take the gallery, guys. Okay, gallery also one of the database in mobile phone. By the gallery app, we are storing the data. I think, but images, right? It's also data only, but in the form of the images. The form of the images, we store the data. Take the drive, guys. Okay, Google Drive. Drive also database. Everything guys, everything what you see is a database. Is a database, guys. While eating food, while eating food, we use the plate, right, guys? Plate, right? It's also one of the database. One of the data temporarily we keep the data in that one temporarily, guys. Maybe not permanently for half an hour, for 20 minutes. We're keeping the data and taking outside. Everything, guys, whatever you see there, there's a database. But out of all the databases, the very huge database, which one? Our brain, guys. Brain is the very huge database, very big database, right? So these are the which one normal examples, guys. But subject wise, if you go, then we say that MySQL subject wise, guys. Technology wise, Oracle, right? Oracle. Then we take the SQL server, SQL server. Okay. Next one, MongoDB, right? MongoDB and so on, guys. There are so many are there. PostgreSQL, like that. Okay. So these are the technology wise databases. These are the real world databases. Real world, guys. Real world databases. These are the real time databases. Real world, real time. Two words are there. Real world means what we see physically. Real world, real time means just imagination, guys, which we use right as part of our job. Okay, that's fine, right? Now coming to the point here, what is a database, right? So database is a container where we store the data, where it stores the data. But here, who stored the data, guys? Who stored the data? As a user, as a user, we have to store the data. As a user, as a developer, as a programmer, as a human being, we have to store the data. We have to store the data. The data does not go automatically, guys. The data does not go automatically to database. Suppose, see, initially our gallery is the empty initially, right? But after 1 month, the gallery is full. Means we are storing the images there. The images will not come to our gallery automatically from other galleries or from other people. We are storing, right? We are storing as a human being, as a user of the mobile phone. We are storing. We are storing, guys. Take the contacts, right? The same contacts also by default. Maybe 2 3 contacts are there. Some emergency contacts by default. But after 1 week, then the contacts will be 50, 100, like that. Okay. So here, who is the reason, guys? Who is the reason of this filling? The user is the reason. The user is the reason, guys. See, when I got the mobile phone for first time, guys, around 2000, I think 2009, I got the mobile phone, guys. 2009, I was in BTech third year. At the time, I got mobile phone. That also basic mobile phone, guys. Nokia basic mobile phone. So see that happiness. So then what I have done, I had taken all contacts from all the people because I want to fill my contact list. Yeah, so I had taken the contacts from my CSC branch, my ECE branch, my Tibli branch. I had taken all the people. Within 3 4 days, the contacts will be around, guys, 500 600. And my hometown, I had taken all the contacts. Even though I don't know those people, I had taken the number, I stored there because to feel proud. Oh, I have a lot of contacts like that, right? Okay. Yes, guys. So here to fill the gallery, the database, who is the reason, guys? The user is the reason. User is the reason. But here the user cannot store directly, right? The user cannot store the data in the database directly. All of it, because see, it is software, right? See, it is software, and he is the user. So here I mean what I said, that here you cannot store directly means what is the meaning? What is the meaning? See, suppose all of you observe here, all of you observe here. This is the which one, right? Database, guys, right? This is the database, and he is the right user. Okay. Now user saying to database, hey database, take my data. He's saying in his own words. What is saying? What is saying? Hey database, take my data. Hey database, take my data. Like this is saying, guys. Okay. Take my data like that. Just he's saying in the words. He's saying only the words, guys. So is it possible, guys? Is it possible? Suppose the user has some data. The user has some data, and telling to the database, please take my data. At the time, tell me now, does it take the data, guys? Does the database take the data? He's saying simply, hey database, take my data. Then does it take or not? Does it take or not? No, no, guys, no. Why no? Because the user, the user is saying in his language, maybe Telugu language or Hindi or English, Kannada, Odia, whatever it is, whatever he knows, in that language he's speaking, right? He's speaking, guys. Okay, but the database doesn't know Telugu language. The database doesn't know Hindi language. The database doesn't know Odia or Marathi languages. No, it doesn't know. So here, what's the problem? Language problem, guys. Between the database and the user, language problem, communication problem. At the time, direct communication not possible, guys. Right? When both the people knows different languages, then both the people cannot talk directly. That's all. So at that time, they must make right, some what call some translator, guys. They need some translator compulsorily. Otherwise, between database and user, the communication is not possible. They need one software here in this technology ways. You see that here one translator. There is normal word. But as for technology, we say that a software required. To provide the communication between both guys. To provide the communication between user and database, a software required here. A software required. So that what does it do? The software takes the question at the what you call the sentence from the data from the user, then it informs to database. Again, a database gives any response. It takes and give to user, guys, give to user. Okay, that's fine. But what is the name of the software, sir? What is the name of the software, sir? Yes, guys, we all know very well. We all know very well. But anyone can guess here? Anyone guess here? What is this database name? What is this database, guys? Anyone can guess? Between the user and database, there is a software. A software. Can anyone guess what is software? No, not MySQL, not SQL Server. Anyone guys? Anyone? Anyone? Yes. Shravan Kumar, you are right. Shravan Kumar, you are right. So it is the DBMS, guys. This is the DBMS. DBMS. I hope you all heard the word DBMS. So it stands for, guys. It stands for DBMS stands for DBMS stands for. You people know. You must know DBMS stands for. Yes, database management system. Database management system. Yes, you are right, guys. You are right. Okay. So means the DBMS, all of observe now. The DBMS will manage the database as per the user requirement, guys. As per the user requirement. That's why in the name itself, the meaning is there. It stands for database management system. Okay. It stands for DBMS, stands for database management system. But what is the definition? What is the definition? All of observe the definition is it is software. It is software which manage the database. That's all, guys. Okay, DBMS is software or collections of software, okay, which manage the database. So you can see back to front like this, guys, the definition. So a software which manage the database as per the user requirement. As I'm saying as per the user requirement, not as per the database requirement. It doesn't have any requirements, guys. It doesn't have any requirements. As a user, we have to use it. That's all. The database cannot use the user, right? We are using the database, guys. So always we have the requirements. As a user, we have the requirements, not the database. Not the database. So all of clear. What is DBMS? All of clear, right? DBMS is a software which manage the database as per the user requirement, guys. As per the user requirement, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Now all of you observe. So I am taking like this, for example. Yes. But so here, then which language? Which language, guys? Here, which language we are using now? Which language, right? Now it will be which language, guys? Here it will be SQL language, guys. Which language? SQL language. SQL language. Now I'll define the complete database DBMS definition. All of you observe. DBMS is a software which manages the database as per user requirement by using SQL language. By using which language? SQL language, guys. SQL language. Okay, right. So here, what are the some examples of DBMS? Sorry, guys. 1 second. What are the some examples of database? Database. Yes, I'll give you guys some examples of database. See, like Oracle, or SQL Server, or MySQL, like this. These are the main databases. These all are examples of which one, guys? Examples of this databases. Okay, these are the different examples, guys. Different examples. That's fine. Coming to database, or what are the different types of databases are? Yes, we have different types, guys. Like now all of you observe here. Let's take here, for example, NDBMS, guys. For example, NDBMS. N stands for networks, guys. Networks database. Okay. Next one, O database management system. O stands for objects, guys. Okay, object oriented, like that. Objects. Next one, guys. Next one, HDBMS. HDB, right? HDBMS. NDBMS, ODBMS, NDBMS, HDBMS, RDBMS, like this. The latest one is RDBMS, guys. So see, initially NDBMS means the data stores in the form of network, guys. Initially, so here NDBMS means the data stores, the data is managed in the form of networks, the form of all of, right? The form of networks, the data managed, guys. Next, ODBMS means in the form of objects, data was managed. HDBMS means in the form of hierarchies, guys. Data was managed. But latest word is RDBMS, guys. RDBMS. So RDBMS means in the form of tables, the tables, and the tables are having the relationships, guys. Relationships. That's why RDBMS stands for Relational Database Management System. RDBMS. All right. So it means the data stores the tables, the tables, the tables are having the relationships. That's why it's called RDBMS. The best examples of RDBMS are these things, guys. These all are the two one. Examples of RDBMS, guys. Not examples of NDBMS, not ODBMS, not HDBMS. These are all examples of which one? Examples of RDBMS. Examples of RDBMS. That's why if you see either Oracle or MySQL or SQL Server, in all the databases, the data stores which form the tables format, right, guys? In the Oracle we have the tables, in SQL Server we have the tables, in MySQL we have the tables, and between tables we can create the relationships also. We can create relationships also by using primary key, foreign key, like that. So all of clear, right? All of clear. The database examples and DBMS examples, types, guys, types, right? And here these all are, guys, these all examples of which one? These all are examples of which one? Examples of RDBMS, guys. RDBMS. And RDBMS was introduced in around, guys, 1989, guys. 1989. Since 1989, we are using RDBMS, nothing but we are using this databases which stores data in the table format, guys. 1989 it was introduced. Okay, that's fine, guys. Right? That's fine now. So these are the best examples of which one? RDBMS. RDBMS. Okay, and guys, if you go in depth, about this one, right? Before 89, guys, 89, there is a one person called EF card, guys. EF card. There's one person EF card. I think at some IBM somewhere. Okay, EF card. So what was done? So he don't like to store the data in the form of either networks or ODBMS. It doesn't like this all. It didn't like this all. Then he wants something to store the data in easy way. Okay. Then he analyzed, guys. He analyzed, and he found 12 rules, guys. He found 12 rules. That's why they're called EF card rules. EF card rules. How many rules are there? EF card 12 rules, guys. 12 rules are there. Okay. And he said that if any database satisfies eight, at least 8 out of 12 rules, out of 12 rules, 8 out of 12 rules, then that will take as a RDBMS. That will take as a RDBMS. That's what he pronounced, guys, right? So in that way, all of observe now. How many rules said that? He said that at least 8 rules must satisfy. 8 rules out of how many, guys? 12 rules out of 12 rules. Okay, so rules means it's a way of arranging data, guys. It's a way of arranging data in different ways by using different conditions, guys. Different conditions like no duplicates must not be there. Inequalities must be there. Like that, there are some rules. Okay, so in that way, guys, the Oracle, guys, or also let's take the first MySQL. MySQL supports I think, guys, 8.5 rules, guys. 8.5, around 8 or 8.5, guys. 8 or 8.5 rules. Let's take 8 for example. Okay, 8 rules, guys. It supports 8 rules. Now come to the SQL server, guys. SQL server, I think it supports guys, around 10 rules. 10 rules. Coming to Oracle, guys, Oracle, it supports all rules, 12 rules, guys. Yes, Oracle supports all EF card rules, all EF card rules. If you want, just go to the Google, just type there, what are the EF card rules? What are the EF card rules? Just if you want to see the rules, then they give the rules, guys. In that way, so Oracle supports all the rules, all the rules. That's why, guys, right? Always Oracle has the demand compared to remaining two. See, if you want to work as a own database developer, guys, if you want to get a job as a own database developer, not Java, not Python, nothing, own database developer, then the people give more preference to which one, guys? Preference to Oracle. The people give preference to Oracle, guys, because Oracle supports all EF card rules, all EF card rules. Okay, that's why in Amirpet also, guys, not now, around 4 5 years ago, 4 5 years ago. So suppose if you start in a Oracle batch, if you start in a Oracle batch, suppose for Oracle batch, 100 members coming, guys, 100 students coming for Oracle batch, right? At the same time, if you start SQL server maximum 40, like that, 30 40 will come, 30 40 will come. The same case for MySQL, if you start for MySQL, guys, maybe 4 or 5, guys, or below 10 will come. Below 10 students, guys, 10 students will come. That is the difference, guys. Okay. So at learning difference is there. At learning difference is there. At the same time, in the companies also, interest also same for Oracle, for SQL Server, for MySQL. And in my case, guys, I worked on these three. I worked on the Oracle, I worked on the SQL Server, I worked on the MySQL also. Not now. Around, guys, I think I stopped database working 2017, guys. Till 17, from beginning onwards, my entire career on the database only. Maybe MySQL or SQL Server or Oracle, all database side only. 17 onwards, I came to language side, guys. Okay, language side. Fine, that's fine. That's why if you see, guys, learning Oracle, see, guys, compare these three, learning Oracle is a little bit complex, guys, right? Learning is a little bit complex because it has a lot of rules, right? Complex. Coming to SQL Server, not complex, not easy, guys. Okay, it's like a moderate, guys. Moderate means not very much complex, not very much easy. Okay, coming to the last one, MySQL, easy, guys. Learning MySQL is easy. Why? Because MySQL supports less number of EF card rules, guys. Less number of EF rules. Okay, 1 second. So, and one more point, guys. See these points, these rules, right? Like Oracle 12, SQL Server 10, okay, and MySQL 8. So I'm not sure, guys. I hope these are the same points. Okay, I'm not sure, guys, but almost same only because I discussed this one around, guys, 4 5 years ago. But I think it's a 8 or 8.5, or SQL Server 10, Oracle 12, guys. Okay, let me go here. Right. Suppose let's see now EF rules in how many rules, guys, here can you see how many rules are there? How many rules are there? 12 rules, right? 12 rules, guys. See, like this, the rules, like this, guys, like this, the rules are there. Okay, here they given the just only the highlight of the rule, but each rule is very very difficult, very difficult, guys. Okay, only the first 3 4 rules are very easy, very easy. Fourth onwards, guys, very very complex, very complex. Which one? This EF card rules. First 3 4 are very easy. Okay. Okay, fine, guys, right? Right. So now, so then you may have doubt, sir. Then see, you may have doubt, sir. When Oracle has the more demand, then why you are going for MySQL, sir? Why going for MySQL, sir? The demanding is in case of if you are trying for database developer, guys. If you ask me, sir, I want try for database developer, I suggest you Oracle only, not SQL Server, not MySQL. I suggest you Oracle only, guys. But see, this is the history of when, guys. It's history of 5 years, 4 years ago, guys. The history of 5 years back for Oracle 100 members like that. But nowadays means for last 1 year, 1 or 2 years, guys. If you start any batch, guys, nobody is coming. Nobody is coming, guys. Oracle or MySQL or SQL Server, nobody is coming. Why? Because the Oracle batches are not taking separately. The MySQL not taking separately. SQL not taking separately. They're taking as part of the one language. Suppose for Java people, Oracle free. That's all. Like that, we are using this. Okay. For Java people, what they use? They use the Oracle. So the institutes, if you learn the Java, they say that for you Oracle free. If you learn .NET, guys, .NET, for example, for you SQL Server is free nowadays. If you learn Python, then for you what is free? MySQL is free. MySQL is like that. So what we are doing here, we are keeping as a it's a free course. It's a free course, guys. It's a free course nowadays. All of clear, right? 5 years, 6 years back, we have the separate batches for Oracle. Separate batches for the which one? All these technology separate batches are there. At that time, interviews are there for only Oracle. But nowadays, what is happening? Nowadays, the entry people is not expecting only one skill from you. They want multiple skills from you. Suppose a database developer knows only database only. It doesn't know any programming language. It doesn't know any framework, nothing. For database developer, he knows only one database only. But if you take the full stack developer, then he knows the database, he knows the front end, he knows back end, he can work anything. That's what they think about full stack developer, guys. That's why nowadays, that's why I'm saying for last 1 or 2 years, right? What is happening? They're focusing only full stack developer, not only Java, not only Oracle, not only any framework. No, they need the all combination. They need all combination, guys. So for every language you have the frameworks, right? For every language you have the frameworks. The same case for Python language also we have the frameworks, guys. So many are there, but out of all, Django is the main framework, guys. For Python, Django is the main framework. Django is the main framework, right? In the Django, what do we use, guys? We should use compulsorily UI. We should use UI, guys, presentation part, right? That's why now you can see these 4 parts are there. These 4 parts, right? Python, MySQL, Django, UI is called Python full stack, guys. Python full stack. Python full stack. So all of you are clear about this all, guys? All of you are clear about this all? Okay, right. So here now we start the database, but in the database, guys, we do as a Python developer, as a full stack developer, we don't need in-depth knowledge, guys. See here, one lucky is for full stack developers. For full stack developers, Allah observe now, they need a good command on the Python and a good command on the Django. Guys, they need a more demand commanding on these two, right? And they need just a basic idea of UI and basic idea of which one database, guys. Just we need the basic idea of these two. The basic idea of these two, guys. These two, we need basic idea. Not required in depth of these two, guys, because see our main focus. See, the people call us, even though we are the full stack developer, but we are the Python full stack developer, guys. Python full stack developer. So our main thing is Python, Django, and basic need required UI database. If you go to interview also, guys, if you go to interview also, they will not ask more questions from UI separately. They not ask more questions on the database. They may ask you few questions, guys. They may ask you few questions about database, like simple things, how to create the table, how to insert the data, how to modify data. That basically they ask, not in depth. And about UI, no three questions, right? No three questions, guys. If they want to test your UI, they give task in the Django. They give one task. In the task, we have to use the combination of Python, combination of UI, combination of database, where we use the Django project, guys. The Django project. Okay. So as for the database, we'll discuss, guys. We'll discuss whatever required, not required. Complete database end to end. The complete database end to end take minimum 2.5 months, guys. 2 to 2.5 months. 2 to 2.5 months. Okay, that much not required. If you want to go as a database developer, that much required. But we are going as a Python, right? As a Python developer, Python full stack developer. So we need some basic idea of database, guys. Okay, right? Which database we'll discuss now? We'll discuss here MySQL. MySQL. Why means I told you already. The people give preference MySQL. For Python people, MySQL. For .NET, SQL Server. For Java, Oracle. For Java, Oracle, guys. Okay. And you know one more point, guys. Here, you know one more point. See, compared to these three, which one takes more time to learn, guys? Let me know. When compared to these three, which one take more time to learn? Which one take more time to learn, guys? Which one take more time? More time. I'm asking about these things, not about databases. I'm asking about these languages, guys, which one takes more time. Right? Java takes more time, guys. That everyone knows. Java takes more time. Java takes more time. And also compared these two, Java is little bit complex, guys. All of them right or wrong. Compared to Python.NET, Java little bit complex, not more, little bit complex, guys. Okay, that's why see here for complex language we use the complex database, guys, right? These two are complex language and complex database, but now we are easy language and easy database, guys. All right, we are learning easy language with the easy database, language with the simple database. But previously the high demand for which one? The high demand for Java with Oracle, but now the people prefer which one here? Python with MySQL. So whatever you do here, you are doing same thing here also. All right, whatever generally what we do here with Java Oracle, we are able to do here also. Here also we are able to do. That's why going for complex? Why going for complex? Go for simple and easy. Simple. That's why nowadays the demand, guys, slowly increasing for Python. See, till up to 3 4 years back, guys, 3 4 years back, the huge demand for Java. Okay, now also demanding is there, but 3 4 years back, up to 3 4 years back, the huge demand for Java, guys, Java. But for last 3 4 years onwards, the Python is growing up, guys. Python growing up. Now both are equal. Now both are equal. Equal means in the competition, guys. And the people, all people who want to learn Java, they are migrating to which one, guys? Python. Why? Because it takes less time to learn. It takes less time to learn, and it's very easy to learn. And all people can learn, guys. All means who don't have background also, the program background also, they can learn Python. In case of Java, if you want Java, then you need basic of C++ compulsorily, guys. If you want the learning Java, you need the basic of some C++. In case of Python, you don't need any background. That's why nowadays most people, guys, out of 100, 70 people preferring for Python, because it makes us very comfort, guys. It makes us very comfort, because you know all already, because you all people over, right? You all over already. Python, guys. Okay. Yes. Okay. That's fine. That's fine, guys. Now let's go with see, and one more point. In these 2-3 weeks, whatever we discuss, guys, they are same for MySQL. Same for MySQL, and also same in the Oracle, guys. Oracle, and same in the SQL server also. Whatever we discuss, it is all a core part of the database, guys. They are common in these three languages, in these three databases. Suppose let's take the joins topic, guys. Joins topic is there. The joins is common in these three. It's common, guys. Okay, maybe the syntax will change. Little bit syntax will change, but same concept, guys. See, the syntax keep on changes between every language, but the concept will not change for every language, guys. Same concept, syntax will change. That's why if you know MySQL, guys, then you can learn yourself Oracle, you can learn yourself SQL Server. The people who knows Java already, they can learn Python themselves very easily, guys. The people who knows C language very well, they can learn the remaining all language themselves only. Because all are same, guys. Only maybe some differences, little bit differences are there, but 90% same only. Okay, that's why if you go to joins topic, the same in the three databases. If you go with subqueries, guys, subqueries, okay, you go with subqueries, right? Subqueries, same in the these three databases. Okay, go with suppose constraints, guys. Constraints, same in the all databases. And go with suppose commands, guys. Commands means nothing but to say that here some sub languages are there. Sub languages, guys. Sub languages are there. They are also almost same in the all the databases. Just very basic differences, guys. Basic differences. So we'll try to cover these 4 topics, guys. These 4 topics are as part of our database classes. The sublanguages, the joins, and subqueries, and constraints. Sir, suppose I want learn a complete database, sir, then what do I do, sir? What do I do, sir? Yes, guys, I'll give one suggestion. If you want learn advanced part of the database also, then guys, YouTube, you can type there, guys, SQL Server by Narayana. Okay, you type there around, guys, I think 55 something, 55 videos are there, guys. 55 videos are there. SQL Server. If you know SQL Server, as I told you, right, the remaining also very easy, no problem, guys. Okay, right, that's fine. So now all of you, I hope you are clear, right? You are clear. So yes, guys, here database is there, here DBMS is there, here user is there, and what's the language name, guys? Here, what's the language name? The language name we use here SQL. And the database, what do we have generally? We have the data, guys, right? The database, we store the data. These 5, guys, are called the building blocks of any software, guys. These 5 are the building blocks. These 5, which 5? You have a doubt now, right? The database, and the language, and the software, DBMS, and the user, guys, and the user. These 5 are the building blocks of any software. Without this 5, there is no software, guys. There is no software. There is no software without this 5. All right. So here DBMS is a software, guys. Is a software which is the interface between the database and the user. Just interface, guys. Interface only. Okay, in case of mobile phones, they are the apps, guys. They are the apps, right? Suppose here I want to use database of the gallery. Then gallery interface is there. Click on the gallery interface, gallery app. Then we can use which one, guys? We can use the this database about the gallery, about the contacts, about the drive. Is all of clear, right? So the main one is data, guys, right? Data, then database, then DBMS, then SQL, then Oracle. These five are the two building blocks of any software, guys, any software. Okay, right. Now I'll give the small difference between sir, what is data, what is information, sir? What is data, what is information? We have a doubt, right, guys? What is data and what is information? What is information? Now all of you observe, guys, all of you observe, all of you observe. So data and which one information, right, guys? Information. What is data, what is, right, what is information is the main thing, guys, is the main thing. Yes, very simple, guys, very simple, very simple. I'll tell you one point here. I'll tell you one point. Yes, guys. So as a user, now all of you observe, guys, all of you observe. See, I am the user. Okay, I am the user here. I am the user here, and here we have the database, guys. Okay, sorry, we have the computer, for example. See, where is the database in the computer, right, guys? Okay, in the computer, database is there. I'm taking the computer now, guys. I'm taking the computer, right? Computer. So how to operate the computer, guys? By using the keyboard, right, guys? By using keyboard or mouse. By using keyboard or mouse, right? Now all of you observe. So as a user, whatever I give to the computer is called input, right, guys? What you call generally is called input, right? Input, guys. Is called input, right? Input. So after giving data in the database, sorry, the computer, it does the operation, right? It does the operation, guys. It does the operation. After operation over, it gives output, right, guys? It gives output. All of, right? Okay, it gives the side only, user only, but I'm taking like this side is which one? Both the sides, right? Different sides. Now all of you observe, all of you observe. Yes. So as a user, whatever I give to computer is called input. In the computer, it does the some process, guys, because internally it has the processor, right? It has the processor. It has the processor. It does some process as per a requirement, right? After processing over, after executing the logic over, then it gives output, guys. It gives output. It gives output, right, guys? This one we know. So input and output, right, guys? Input, output, input and right output. The input is called, guys, input is called data. The input is called data. The output is called information, guys. Okay, information, information. Okay, information, guys. Input, output. Okay, input is called data. Output is called information. Output is called information. Okay, information. That's all. All right. So whatever you give data to the data computer is called input. That is the data. From input our computer, what you get output is called information, guys. Output is called information. Means so what is difference here? From data only we are getting the information, right, guys? From data only getting the information. Means if data is not there, means no information, guys. No information. The data is converting as information because we are applying the some logic on the data converting as a information, guys. Okay, for example, I'll take one example, guys, here. Now all of you we can say definition is data. Okay, data is a collection of we can say that raw facts, guys. Collection of raw facts, right? Without meaning, guys. Collection of raw facts which don't have any meaning, which don't have any meaning, guys. Means the data does not have the meaning, is not a meaningful, right? For example, guys, I'll take the one example here. I'm taking some raw facts. I'm taking some raw facts. Now, all of you observe. The raw facts are, for example, suppose I'm taking now training. Okay, we suppose I'm giving, right? Giving. I'm taking here, giving. Okay, or we on, right? Suppose on, suppose Python on like this guy. Okay, take the language here, language. Okay, language. Yes, guys. Let's take here. Here each one is got one raw factor. Training is one raw factor. V one raw factor. Giving one raw factor. R one raw factor. Python one raw factor. On one raw factor. Language one raw factor. So here each raw factor has meaning, guys, right? Suppose observe here. So what is training? There is a meaning. There is a meaning. What is V? There is a meaning. What is giving? There is a meaning. What is R? Meaning is there. What is Python? Individual meaning is right. What is on? Meaning is there. What is language? Meaning is there. So individually we have the meaning, guys. Individually, every object has the meaning, but collectively, combinedly, if you read it, there's no meaning, guys. All right? Each object has a meaning, but the collection of objects, no meaning, guys. Collection of objects is meaningless. Is meaningless. Read this one. See, training we giving our Python on language, guys. Is there any meaning here, all of you? Individually, each object has a meaning, but collectively, is there any meaning here, all of you? Is there any meaning here? Is there any meaning here, all of you? Is there any meaning here? No, there is no meaning, guys. Collectively, there is no meaning. So data is a collection of facts which don't have any meaning. So collection of raw facts which don't have any meaning, guys. Right? Now this data I'm going to rearrange. This raw facts I'm going to rearrange. I'm going to reorganize, or I'm going to execute in proper manner. Then you get the information, guys. You get the information. Now all of you observe. So now information is the right, the information is the, what do you call it here, information, right, is the result of result of data after reorganize, re-executed, reprocessing, like this, guys. Okay, after processing, guys, processing, we can say, or reorganizing, guys. Okay, so information is the result of data after processing, or as you can say here, result of observe, guys. I'll take a result of reorganized data, reorganized data, result of reorganized data are processed, guys. Okay, processed data, guys, processed data, a simply result of data, that's all. Then we can take, and which has the meaning, guys. Okay, which has the meaning, which has the meaning. Okay, which has the meaning, guys, which has the meaning, okay. Now the same above one, I'm taking the order, guys. What's the order here? See, we are giving, right, we are giving training, right, training on which one? On Python language, guys. Okay, on Python language. Now all of you guys observe here, all of you observe, tell me now, is it having any meaning or no, guys? Tell me. All of you hear me? All right? All of you hear me? That's fine. That's okay. That's fine. That's given data. One data and information, guys. And information. Okay, right. Come to know what is data and right. What is information? What is information? Okay, right. Next one. Now all of you observe. The next one is about language, right, guys? About language. So where is that one? Now all of you observe. All of you observe. Yes. Now we have seen right what is about data, right? Data, guys. About data we have seen, right? Let's see SQL, guys. SQL, okay. SQL. All of you observe. Okay. SQL, okay. Well, guys. So anyone tell me now SQL stands for, guys? Anyone tell me now SQL stands for? Anyone tell me now SQL? SQL stands for, guys? Anyone let me know SQL stands for? SQL, guys. Structured Query Language. Yes. It's a one. Structured Query Language, guys. Structured Query Language. Structure, right? Structured Query Language. Okay. Structured Query Language. Initial name of is so I think uh, is the SQL, guys. The SQL